Hello again! It's time for the third part of the Brick City Playmap tutorial. Last time we completed the cycle of capturing and returning statues in our Capture the Flag game. Now it's time to turn it into a proper game with a leaderboard, some combat and a proper winning condition. In order to display the team scores in place of the simple player list, we first need to switch on Team UI. A good time to do that is when the game actually starts in Scene 2. So we add another action to our after loading play scene event. Go to Interface and pick on/off Team UI. This also makes each player's name appear in the team colors. But as we can create many different scores, we need to tell the game which ones to show on the leaderboard. Also on the interface, we have display map score as team score on the leaderboard, where we can assign the B score and Y score numbers we created last time for each team. Now that we can check our scores, let's give players actually a way to prevent the other team from scoring. For that, we create a new rule in our scene, using the button at the very bottom. The player category has two events related to combat. One is on player attack and the other is when player is hit. On player attack is triggered each time the player presses the attack button, no matter if they actually hit anything. So we need when player is hit. When a player is hit, they should lose some health. So we create a player score to track that. Under aforementioned, we can select attacking or attacked player. The attacked one is going to get hurt. Adding player score health, and we reduce it by 1 each time someone is hit. However, new scores always start at 0, so we need to set it to something else before anyone starts getting hit. Once again, the best time for that is when the game starts. So we go back to loading play scene. And add set player score to number. All players, our new health score. Set it to a fixed number, let's say 5. It would be convenient for players to see how much health they have left. So let's add another interface element. It's called display player score up to number as an overhead gauge for player. All players again, and for the player score we pick health. And this blue number is gonna be the maximum value the gauge goes to. Since we set health to 5 at the beginning, and it only goes down from there when players are attacked, we should set this to 5 too. Now if we wanted to test this, we would have to publish the map and find other players to hit us, but we can do a little trick. If we tap it, there's a button that allows us to change it. If we change the condition to on player attack, you see the attacked player has disappeared, because we changed the condition, and it gets a red exclamation mark. Events with errors like that are ignored in the game, but we can tap it to simply pick another option, and change it to attacking player. So now each time we tap the attack button we should lose our own health instead. Let's run a test. You see it shows the team scores in the upper left corner, and the little bar above the Mypo's head. Now if I hit attack, the bar goes down until it's all empty. But nothing happens when it's empty. Well, let's make something happen then. Save the progress, switch back to scene 2. After we take off 1 point from the attack player, we want to check if it's at 0 yet. We can do that with player score is comparative. I keep picking the attacking player here so we can test it. We just need to remember to change it back later. If the player's health is, let's pick equal or smaller just in case. Compare with 0. So now, if health goes down to 0 or lower, something new will happen. First, let's take the player out of the game. We cannot kick anyone out of the space entirely, but we can place them somewhere where they cannot interfere with the game anymore. Move player to placed area. Let's call it Limbo. I haven't got any particular building prepared for this, so let's just put it outside of the arena. So we create a new area and place it over here. Now we can link this parameter to it. Oh, I forgot to include area again so we can distinguish them. Let's also turn the killed player into a ghost, so they're gonna know they are dead. We could use a prop for that, but we also have a handy shortcut called change player into ghost. And then we could just send a message with some text too, but the game comes with some neat effects for common situations. So in interface we pick display screen effects for player. And we can show the ghost a dedicated "You're dead" banner. But we don't want to keep them here forever. Let's give them a little penalty time and then return them to the game. If we add a wait action, then all the other actions below it are executed with a delay. So we wait 10 seconds. Then we turn them back into MIPO form. Now we just have to return them to their base. So we need to make a distinction for each team. If the player is team 2, go to the blue base. If team 4, to yellow base. We also need to reset their health score back to 5, or else they just start at 0 and are defeated again on a single hit. At this point we have to be careful not to tap the plus inside their team condition but the one below it so it counts for every player. Let's go into the game and see what happens. We're still hitting ourselves. And when we do that 5 times, now we are ghosts. And now we're back in the game. But wait! What if the player was carrying the statue and getting killed? We need to check for that and return it so the game can go on in the meantime. So we go back into our combat event and that player switch is on or off. We check for the has flag switch. And because we need to do that right when the player is taken out of the game, we have to move this up to before we wait 10 seconds. You can drag around the different parts if you pull them out to the right a little. If it's too far away on the small screen, we can do it step by step. So now we can do basically the same thing as when the player brings a statue to the base, except not giving them any points for it. So switch off the has flag switch. Restore all the settings like speed and attack. And once again, we make a condition for each team. if the player is on blue team 2, they have the yellow statue, so we need to enable that one. And we display a message to all players that the statue is back. Once again, just a placeholder, we fill in later. And now for the yellow team. Now let's actually type the messages. Yellow statue has been returned. And blue statue has been returned. So now our comeback gameplay is complete. Or is it? Alright, we still need to change everything back so the attack player gets hit instead of the attacking one. So we go up all the way back to the main condition on player attack. Change it back to when player is hit. So now all the aforementioned player choices are cleared and we need to set them again. Now picking attack player each time. All the way down. Now players can see the statues and hit each other. There's still one problem, the game never ends. It would be nice if at some point we knew who won. So let's add a timer to the game. Go back to the on scene start event. The player's scene category has a number seconds countdown option. As it says, this is measured in seconds. So if we type 300 here, that's 5 minutes. Now we can use a new main condition called on countdown finish to handle what happens when the countdown reaches 0 seconds. We can compare two map scores with the map score is comparative condition. We can do these in any order. Let's start with the yellow team score. If it's bigger than, now we pick another map score value so we can select the blue team score. We have some more neat screen effects to make this part more exciting. If Y score is higher than B score, then the yellow team wins. So for team 4 we show the win screen. And team 2 gets the lose screen. On the other hand, if the blue team score is higher, we set it the other way around. But maybe both teams have the same score. Let's check for that too. If Y score is equal to B score, all players get to see the draw screen. Let's give the winning team a bit of time to bask in their glory. Wait 5 seconds. And we move back to play scene 1 so we can prepare the next round. There are a few things we have to clean up for that. When we open scene 1 in the editor again, all the events might be different, but if it have variables, we still see all the map and player scores, because they are shared for the entire game. So when we get back from scene 2, we should reset all of those. So we add an after loading play scene condition here too. Set both team scores back to 0. And make sure all the players' has flag switches are off. We also should pick revert all players' appearance to MyPro, just in case anyone was the ghost or statue at the time. And restore all settings, so they can get back to normal speed. We don't need to worry about enabling the statue props, as those only exist in scene 2 and are reset when scene 2 is started the next time. We should transport all the players back to the starting area though, so they can pick new teams for the next match. Alright, now we have a complete game, with a beginning, an end, and the option to start it again and again. Well, at least if everyone playing already knows what they're supposed to do. So we'll do one more video soon, where we pick up some odds and ends to make the experience more polished and smoother for players. So look forward for that next time. See ya!